Well, I would say this was not originally planned, but we have drastically changed the look of the interior and the rear of this car. I'm disappointed in myself. I never tried this a long time ago. We learned how to bead roll. That was kind of fun. So we got all that done and in there now. If you haven't seen that, lighting's poor. We have pretty much rebuilt the whole back half of this car for the interior, the suspension we've redone. It's back to where it was before I tore it apart this fall. It's time to evolve the build a little bit and get some side panels and maybe eventually door panels. That's the great thing about custom cars that are yours and you build. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules. Just change and adapt and evolve it as many times as you want or think you need to. Make it your own. Didn't even slice my thumb. Well, we got something made here. I don't know if it's going to be good enough yet or not. We'll get her cut out of some steel and see how we look in real life. I really struggle with angles. I wish everything was perfectly square because it would be easier, but I can't ever make anything perfectly square, so that's not an option. I had to trim the corner there where it goes down to the floor from the package tray a couple times, make sure she fit as good as I can get it, and I think it's pretty good now. I struggle with angles. I don't know how to figure it out. It's math. I didn't pay attention in school, if you can believe it. Oh no! Oh no! There goes my garbage! Well, darn it. Forgot my marker. Ugh. Moment of truth. Was all that figuring and drawing and cutting and measuring right? That's actually a way better fit than I expected out of myself. Hell yeah, that's partner perfect. Wow. I'm actually pretty proud of myself on that one. Well, that took a little bit to figure out how, oh shit, dropped my impact. That was close. I mean, what was I saying? That took me a lot to figure out how to lay all this out. I originally was just gonna do the 3 lines across here and thought that's cool, but it's like this whole open area is just open. It seemed like it needed something to me. So I thought, let's see if we can expand our skill set a little bit and do something different. So I came up with this large diamond pattern, kind of like set in this shape thing. Why'd I do large diamonds? It kind of gives me that vibe of the old school puffy interior of a lead sled, and this kind of a a sled of sorts. So I thought that kind of jives. Let's just go with that and see what happens. If we don't like it, we'll just scrap it and start over. That's all there is to that. But I've already got the bead roll dies in here for doing these lines like I've done on everything else so far. So that's what we're gonna start with. And then we'll see if we can't figure out how to make this work. You'll have to excuse my heater. I'm gonna try and speak up, but it's negative 15 out today, so the heater's gonna work. So I went and redrew it, as you saw. This is the back side, this is the original. And then this is what we have now. Just kind of filled it all out. I don't know if I should have or not, but we're gonna go with it, I think. Kind of has the kind of same spacing as everything else. Big diamonds. It felt like no matter where I put it, it either didn't look centered or there was this big gaping area over here and it just didn't look right to my eye. Do we want to shrink it up some more? No. Yeah, no. Maybe, no. Oh my God, decisions. I decided just looking at it just now that I wanted it to end at the point versus at the legs, if that makes sense. If not, sorry. And now I suppose we just go for it and hope it all works out. 1.5. Well, that's one. Only 32,000 more to go. We'll just crank her out here and get it done. Well, I don't think that turned out half bad. What do you think? It's got a nice puff to it. I really like the puff this way. This way would work too. It's just a different design. It's just different texture is all. Where like the seam would be the puff. That's cool too, but I just, for whatever reason, this is the side that's calling to me. So that's what we're going with. I think it turned out pretty good. There's some flaws in it. I'm learning. I'm still learning. It's probably like my 5th piece I've ever bead rolled in my life and never done a pattern before other than straight lines. I tried to keep them as straight as I possibly could. I learned if I got down low and looked at it, that worked better than being above it trying to look down on it. I kept them, for the most part, pretty well straight there. But it's still got its flaws, just like everything else on the car, and it's okay. We gotta put some kind of border around this. I don't know if it's necessary, but it seems to like a good way to finish it off. In every video / picture I've ever seen, it's got a border around it. So we're gonna do the same thing. We gotta do what they call I think it's called a step. This die has a step one way and the other bottom die has a step the other way. I don't know which die goes where for which way the step goes. So we're gonna just test what we have set up and see which way it goes. So that's definitely going to give us, I don't know if you can see it, there's that line right there. It's actually kind of a step. If it's showing up on camera or not, or if I need to do another run through it. Let's just space them out just a smidge. I don't want it to get too wide of a step, but let's just give it a little bit more. I like that last one the best. I mean, it's basically a matter of opinion. Whatever you like is what you like. Whatever I like is what I like. And when you're building your own car, that's all that matters. Yeah, because I went that way. So this will go down or this will come up. I think this is going to go down. That's what's going to happen. And we got curves. That's going to be interesting. Haven't done, well, I did curves on my package tray. If you watch that video, I'll put a link up here. It didn't go great, so we might as well do it again. I really don't mind that this is a manual crank until I'm in this situation right here where it's so far away that when the handle gets on the backside, I can't reach it, crank it, watch what's going on here, and feed the machine. I'm too short is what I'm saying. But we're gonna try it. Definitely gonna try it. Taking her nice and easy. Nice and slow. Not trying to do my typical rush through it attitude like I have. Here comes the first corner. Shit, I missed my turn. God darn it, Simon. Oh, we're screwing it all up. Stop. Don't tell anybody we missed the corner. If only there was a line right there I could have seen. That's gonna hit my camera. So I'm still not doing great with corners. Didn't miss that one. Starting to see double on everything. Jesus. Done. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy with it. There are some things I learned, but it didn't go too bad. Got to be careful with my points that I don't go too far, but this actually worked out pretty good. They're not, oh, right there's a little past the line. And right there. Right there's a little past, but otherwise, I mean, that looks freaking phenomenal. Hell yeah. I love it. Holy crap, that turned out good. Well, we had to stuff it in the car and see what it's gonna look like, and it's gonna look freaking cool. So I decided before I get back in here and get that thing final fitted and attached, I'm gonna get this side made up. I tried this section on this side before I did all the bead rolling, and it fit perfect. So I've already gone through and traced that out. So we can get this cut up, get her fitted up nice in there, get over to the bead roller, and hopefully we can make this match that. And it'll be golden. I'm so happy with how that came out. Hell yeah. know. I think they turned out pretty darn good for my first attempt. No? Yeah. Now we gotta get them in the car. That should be relatively easy. We'll get them at least clecoed in there so they we can get a better visual of what we're dealing with. I went ahead and marked the center of this panel and then 1/2 inch down so I knew where to drill my hole for the first one. Because I have to hold this up in here a little bit because my cut's a little short. But I don't know how to hold it in exactly where it needs to go and drill at the same time because the clamp won't fit up here. I tried. So, I'm not sure where we're at. But that's basically where it's gonna sit. Maybe we can hold it up with a pry bar. I think that'll actually help, honestly. I got that little clamp, maybe that'll hold it. Where did I put that thing? Oh, see, this is the problem I'm having. This is the problem I'm having. I can't hold it and move it and get everything right. No, that didn't work either. Son of a... I need more hands! Alright, how does that look? I actually think that might work for us, honestly. Oh my God. Where did I put my drill? I clearly wasn't prepared. If we can just get, oh, son of a, it was right there. It just fell because my hard ass just kind of fell into the car. Basically, I'm gonna have to try and hold this and drill it. Well, I don't know where that hole ended up. Honestly, it was all over the place. Yeah, we're too high. Damn it. We'll see if we can make it work though. At least there's something there holding it. Lost my thing. Not my brain, my punch. That's the word I'm looking for. You know that thing I literally just used? And now I have no idea where it is. Yep, that's me. Use it and lose it. Well, where the hell did it go? I just frickin' used it. I picked up my Cleco bag and it was right there. It was underneath that. Oops. All right, let's get back on track. I really wish I had a better lighting setup. Not just for you, but for me too. There we go. I'm gonna go around and get all these put in now, and we'll see how we come out. See what other adjustments or changes we need to make. Well, we're learning a few things. This great laid out plan that I thought I had is not as great as I thought it was. It's not unbearable or undoable. It's just I thought things would go a little different than they are. So what we're gonna have to do, like this all went good. This I haven't decided. I might put 2 more in here yet. I don't know. We got a little bow here I'm gonna try and bend out. I can't drill any lower than this one. I drilled a hole down here because I thought I had enough room. I thought I had the right spot, and I completely missed. So now we have a hole in the panel that's not supposed to be there. We'll have to fix. But other than that, it's going pretty good. So I gotta figure out exactly where this bar is. I know there's a bar right in here. I just wanna get an exact measurement on it, and then we'll attach a couple there. We're gonna just kind of have to do without there, I suppose. I don't know what else to do. Either way, it's looking better than I expected. So we just got to take it all apart again, do some measuring and some adjusting, and put it back in. It's all part of the learning process. I'm not sure how those folks that you see on the old TikToks and the Reels and all that jazz never seem to make any mistakes, and every time I think I'm good at and I don't have a mistake, it's 16 mistakes I never saw. It ain't gonna be perfect, and that's perfect for me. Well, I would say this was not originally planned, but we have drastically changed the look of the interior and the rear of this car. I still got to go through and actually get hardware to attach all these panels. I did debate welding these panels in, but then I thought if I ever need to get back there for these hinges or something, I'm really kind of screwed and I got to cut them all out. So we are definitely gonna do some hardware, bolts. I don't know if I'll get some cap screws, or I don't know what I'm gonna get, so I haven't done that yet. I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it. Now that we've done all this though, I don't want to say I've screwed myself, but maybe I've created an opportunity, because the back half of the car now does not match the front half of the car, so we're gonna have to address that. Obviously we'll get door panels done, but it just doesn't jive anymore, and I need it to jive a little bit. A little more continuity. Is that the right word? I need it to look similar front to back. I mean, I'm not gonna go remake everything, but I'm gonna probably add to this and, you know, bring some of that into the front somehow. But that's another video. As always, thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to get out there and try some new things, folks. It's only gonna help your building abilities, and this is, I'm disappointed in myself. I never tried this a long time ago. Anywho, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, give me some tips. I'm always looking for tips, especially when I'm starting something new I've never done before, like bead rolling. And don't forget to hit that subscribe. See you next time.